Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back to Radio Entrepreneurs. I don't know at what point you turned us on or what segments you've been listening to, but, just today alone, we've had a dozen interviews looking at this new economy, how people are focusing on the economy. One of our co-hosts for one of our earlier segments was the fabulous Marc Z, who's sitting right now beside me in his Zoom office. And this is a Marc Z moment. They always are. And we're going to talk about what's going on with staffing and the legal field in his usual weekly update. He's like the weatherman of radio entrepreneurs, or weather person, excuse me. Welcome back, Marc.
Thanks, Jeff. Great to be here. Great to give you and our audience a little nugget of a Marc Z moment.
Good. So what is the moment
today
of
I want
the
to
week?
talk about today I want to talk about something that pertains to the female population in terms of employment. One of the things that's going on with the last year with the Me Too movement and the progression of female professionals or female individuals of all persuasions is having equal employment, which is why for example, the Massachusetts new employment law came, just in terms of that employers could no longer ask about salary history. So we're getting there. In law schools, for example, 55% of each class are female attorneys now, and female law students, and ultimately attorneys. And now you have that coming into other professions, even the engineering profession. In engineering schools like MIT, you're seeing more females. Unfortunately, with this pandemic, you're seeing what we're trying to get away from, which is a job or jobs that are female dominated, that unfortunately have been hit hard by the market and the COVID pandemic, and consequently, there's a disproportionate number of female individuals that are unemployed than male. That's because female individuals are dominant in the retail industry, in the restaurant and food industry, education, tipped jobs, or other jobs that are typically historically female. For example, yesterday I talked to one of the big firms downtown, the person who runs the firm, and unfortunately, legal secretaries that have been predominantly female are being laid off downtown. And this was the group of professionals that were highly laid off or lost positions during the last recession. And now, during this recession, you have the female professionals or female individuals that are losing the jobs where they can't do remotely. It's very difficult to do a legal secretarial job remotely. So if they can't bill like a paralegal or bill like an attorney, this group of individuals that is predominantly female are being laid off as firms reassess the value of that position. So it's unfortunate.
So if somebody still was keeping their job, Marc, and they wanted to update their skills so that they could be still employable, what advice would you be giving them?
The advice I would tell legal secretaries, and this was, as you know, a huge area that we were involved in even up to about 10 years ago, before the last recession. And now we're really predominantly attorney driven with some paralegals, mid-level managers. But the advice, I said, start transitioning to other areas. There's a shortage of terrific paralegals. Paralegals are like physician's assistants that you can make 6 figures, and you have to obviously get the education, whether it's getting a paralegal certificate or get the experience, step up and try to get those skills that a firm would give you, So if you have a firm that says, Sandra, we'd like you to start helping draft probate documents or estate plans, or assist in family law documents or litigation, take on that opportunity. Don't just type the documents. Try to show that you can be productive and you want that, and engulf that, so you can be and own that, so you can be you can become and be a paralegal with the firm or
Well,
company.
in this economy, everybody's got to make change. And that's why these Mark Z moments are really very important to all of us. We appreciate your coming on and presenting that. I've always been a fan of legal assistance for working outside of the field because I think it's a great discipline. I've approached you many times over the years for that, for other industries. But if someone were looking for you other than me, Mark, how would they find you?
Well, as you know, Jeff, I'm accessible 24/7. First of all, go on our site, marczlegal.com, marczlegal.com, and 617-338-1300.
Well, and I have to tell you, I don't approve, but you are accessible 24/7, and that's one of your strengths and weaknesses. So
Thank you, buddy.
it makes you very good. And remind everybody, we are going to have a Mark Z moment every week. You can't go a week without a special Mark Z moment. I know I can't. I had mine actually at about 8 o'clock this morning. So private Mark Z moment. It really was. And we're going to take a break and we'll have more stories on Radio Entrepreneurs.